Download the BCSN Plus app today. Above the Net is brought to you by Premier Volleyball Academy. Teaching excellence, inspiring greatness.
Well, we have reached the month of November, and we're now down to the state Final Four. Keeping our eyes this weekend on Division II. Anthony Wayne, the lone team left representing Northwest Ohio, and their Division II matchup, they're going to see Mount Notre Dame. The winner of that matchup will take on the winner of number 2 Magnificat or number 3 Avon in the final on Sunday. But Jordan, you look at this matchup coming in for Anthony Wayne. 25-1 on the season. Cincinnati, Mount Notre Dame, 17-9. They saw one another back in August, and Anthony Wayne came out on top 2-0 in that best-of-3 match. But you don't put a ton of stock into an August match. Now you've got two teams that have earned their way to be here. And Chrissy Graven, she had her fair share of thoughts on this matchup.
Yeah, she just talked a lot about what they need to do to be successful. So you're looking at, of course, coaches say this a lot, establishing the serve and pass game, being able to serve aggressively, taking this team out of systems so that they can defend the players. Also looking at their defensive lineups and matchups and making sure that they're noticing what they're doing on the defensive side so that they can have those offensive opportunities. So that's going to fall on the shoulders of Elena Rieger to distribute that ball nicely, get the ball to those hitters and read the court very well. But then also Charlie Gardner, Mal Pike, Leah Pike in the front row to be able to score. Additionally, she wants to establish the middle attack nice and early. So you're going to get that ball to Leah Pike. You're going to get that ball to Elena Carlson in the middle as well to help spread out that offense. And then finally, just to play loose, play free. They've been doing well all season. Just go into it knowing that they can do this.
And a couple of notable players to mention on the Mount Notre Dame side. Keep your eyes on Cara Richter. Richter leading the team at better than 3.5 kills per set. She is the Rhode Island commit, and then she will also lean on her setter, an experienced setter in Kendall Hubbard, who just this season went over 1,000 career assists. Kendall Hubbard committed to play at Miami of Ohio in the Mid-American Conference. With all that being said, and the individuals we've mentioned, Anthony Wayne has done the job to get back here by preparing for matches throughout the season that lead them back to the state Final Four, and they've been tested.
They have, and if you look at their schedule this year, they saw Magnificat earlier on in the season. They played Seton, and that was their one loss of the season. But playing those tough teams, Archbishop Hoban came into town as well. And then looking at tomorrow, they have set to play Tiffin Calvert in a match at Savage Arena, just to help them prepare again for that high competitive atmosphere, playing a good team to get them prepared, but then also playing in that arena to get with that. It feels different than playing in a high school gym. So making sure they're preparing nicely for that match.
Yes, one top 10 team after another, and a couple of number 1 ranked teams in there joining the Anthony Wayne Generals at the top of their respective division. Okay, so Anthony Wayne, as we know, was here a season ago. They were a set away from a state title. If you're Chrissy Graven coming into this match, the message to your team to close it out and come home with that title.
Yeah, I mean, they've look at that unfinished business. They've been here before. They were motivated last year by that tough loss against, who they played in that final match there. But they're looking at just, trust their training. That's the message. They've played well all season. They've played great teams all season and come out victorious majority of the time. So just trusting that training and really kind of building that competitive fire that's really driven them the rest of the season.
So Anthony Wayne's state semifinal match will be this Saturday at 4 o'clock, and then the winner of that match heads to the state final on Sunday afternoon. So we're looking forward to seeing just how everything plays out for the Anthony Wayne Generals, and we're also looking forward to next week's final episode of Above the Net this season. We're going to bring you our all BCSN volleyball teams.